Happy Monday. This is Master of Magic. This is episode 10 for the Goblins. What turn are we on? We're at turn 232, so we're pretty far into the game. We're doing pretty well. Let's look at our mirror. Okay, so this is a custom wizard using the Merlin portrait. Gimpy with 3 spellbooks of life, 5 of nature. Currently with 5 out of 6 possible heroes. We've got Brax the Dwarf, Mystic X the Unknown, Bashan the Dervish, Taki the War Monk, and Serena the Healer. So those are stuff. Our best ones are Mystic X and Taki. Taki's all melee. He's got a nice little stone in him. Although Brax, we just can't look at him from here. Guess not. Anyway. So, we'll look at the heroes here in a minute. Traits, we've got Mirren, of course, because goblins are a Mirren race, so you have to be Mirren in order to have a Mirren race, right? Stonemason, this is one of the newer traits that he put out about a month or so ago with the newest update, or the newest big update, where they introduced 3 new wizards, some new traits, and of course the goblins themselves. But Stonemason, every new city you start, or colony, starts off with stone walls, doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost any time. Also, all the units in the starting race.
Hello everyone.
Just a second.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel.
I was trying to beat her to this.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so as I was saying, Stonemason, every new city, not the ones you conquer, but actually ones you start. Stone walls, and then every unit of your starting race, in this case goblins for us, are engineers too, so they can build roads. And then Nature Summoner, another new trait. You start off with a unit of war bearers. Start off with a couple of summoning spells for nature, one uncommon, one common, and then all your nature summoning spells are at 50% cheaper on the maintenance cost, so that's pretty nice. And Fantastic Warlord, we picked this up from a point of interest, and this adds a +1 to attack, melee attack, range attack, armor, and resistance, and breath attacks of all summoned creatures under my control by 1. So we should summon more stuff, is really what it's saying. Maybe. Okay, so there's that. History-wise, so this is where we currently are. Army strength, we're the green line. Everybody else, they are not, all the 4 of their wizards are not growing as fast as they probably normally would because they've been fighting each other a lot, which is good. I don't have a problem with that. Magic power, we've got the distinct advantage here. And Jafar is the one, we are currently at war with Jafar and Ariel. The Ariel war was a complete accident on my part, but Jafar started a war with us back in like 14, 15. Hey, Googles, welcome back. Happy Monday. So, I've been at war with him for the whole time. This big drop off here is when we banished him. Then we just banish him again, I think. Pretty sure we just did. Research, that doesn't really need too much. Our strength just like. Towns, we've got the distinct advantage for the most part. Let's see, fame, look famous. Gold income, we've got a huge gold income advantage. Food income, food as well. Food is very important, of course, for having big armies. And then mana income, that too. Another accidental war. No, it's not another one. It was an accidental war a while back. I'm not even sure when it actually started. We haven't had any really big conflicts yet with her. So anyway, victory. Research and cast spell mastery. That's the path we're on currently. Like I said, we're currently at war with Jafar and Ariel. We actually have an alliance with Rack here. And Cherie, she hasn't been really much of a presence, I guess. And then red, this is Jafar. These are cities that used to belong to him. Now they belong to me. And Meadshire, this is the town we just took. I could have swore this was Jafar's capital. And we took it. I should have banished him again, but I'm not positive. But he's down to, what, about a dozen cities at most, and they're all going to be up and generally going this way for the most part, I think. Because, again, these were all his cities before. So he's my best friend. I know, not only build them, but develop them, too. That was the best part. These were not underdeveloped cities. Some of these, you can see 30 population, 22, 17, 26, 23. So as you can see, these were not underdeveloped cities. These were his starting cities. So this one we actually started because we wanted a halfling town to, produce more food for us. So that's a brand new one for us. And that. So, it's going okay. Now we do have this problem though, this way. Got a couple of cities here, or to armies. So 3. 2 dragon turtles, some lizard men units, not a big deal. Mixed force here, looks like lizard men. Lizard men was the starting race. Got some halflings, longbowmen. So he's got a high level. He either hired them or he's got a high elf city somewhere. He also, I think he has a high men city too. We have to find those. Like I said, we just did take. Yeah, see, we're still hurt here. So yeah, this is the city we just took. I think we banished him again. Maybe. I think we did. And then... Oh, that's the manor thing there. Oh, this is our combo troll and goblin army walking around causing trouble. We should be able to take that if it's occupied. I don't think it is, though. Okay, so armies to move. Our goblin boar riders. They're supposed to be coming up here to support here. Why is there only 8 of them? I don't remember. Why is there only 8? I think because I got to the. I don't know why. Why would there only be 8? I know they've been building roads for us in this area, so we'll continue that trend. Build a road. Right that way. Okay, so that's all our army movement. So construction stuff. Okay, so this place just built an Animus Guild, so Blood River, University in 8. These guys are nothing special. So this city is okay. They'll be fine. So we don't need to speed up this production. We'll save that money for now and see what else we need it for after we go through and see what everything's been produced and, fun stuff. Look, a shrine. A shrine in bait. Oh, this is a little halfling city that we took not too long ago from Jafar. It's got a little bit of unrest. Has some iron ore. Marketplace in 19. Now we'll buy that one. And the Foresters Guild after that, and Slingers or Shaman? Shaman for the healing. Okay, so you guys. And a granary. Sunny Shire. So this is another halfling city we started up in Mirror to, again, food production. So I'll buy that one. It's the same stuff, right? And still that. Good Shaman. Oh, that's right. We sent them over here with some slingers and swordsmen. Oh no, this was a new colony, because you can tell because there's already a wall up around it. So they had their starting swordsmen, and we threw in 2 slingers in there for defensive purposes, and Make them happier. Slingers and goblin, or sorry, halflings and goblins, not the best of friends, but not the worst of friends. So you still need to put some garrison in there pretty early on. Okay, Seashell, you are population 5,000. And that's it for you guys. Wow, okay. So, lizardmen and goblins, though, get along. We actually don't need this many swordsmen for unrest purposes, but, you know, defensive purposes. So the city is just going to be growing 140 per turn while producing a little bit of money for us. Actually losing money until we get more workers. And armor here. So Stratus, oh, this is our port town or shipyard that's producing ships and whatever, and also a launching point to get across the water to the south to send troops through a tower that goes into aerial space over in Arcanus. Mainly we're just more defending it than trying to conquer, but, you know, we're jerks. We can do that. It's a nice little walled city. Again, the Draconian city for producing ships, specifically flying ships when we need them. Any day now. And this is what I'm talking about over here. See that down here? This is a tower that connects the two planes, Mirror and Arcanus, and we're just sending stuff through there to see what kind of trouble we can go do to Ariel, just to keep her, make sure that she understands who the boss is, type deal. Anyway,
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 10th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2023 in San Diego is April 22nd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, and thank you to everybody who's donated so far. Very much appreciated. My feet don't appreciate it, but I do. War trolls. Air strikers, so these are the flying ships that Draconians can produce. I forgot they're just flying ships. They can't transport units, which kind of sucks, but they're decent siege weapons, long range, you know, weapon type stuff. They do their jobs. Any update on the weather? I mean, other than it rained again this morning, I can barely walk. There's your update for today. Not happening. It didn't. I was kind of hoping we were going to walk to this morning, but before we went to bed, looked at the weather forecast and went, it's supposed to rain this morning. So, and what's it mean for the rest of the week? They keep saying that we're supposed to be warming up, but they're lying. They told us last week that last week was supposed to be a nice warm week. It was not. It was overcast every friggin' day. I think it rained on one of the mornings too, like it did this morning. They are liars. Our weather people suck. Oh my god, they suck so much. And they said the same thing for this week too, so I'm not holding my breath. I'm not going to say that, oh, we're going to try to walk this week, because that'll just end up jinxing it, because that's kind of what I said last week. So, this can't be summoning rain so that you wouldn't have to walk those miles. Yeah, that's what I guess, because I want to put myself into pain. Yes, it's hazy from the rain. And just so everybody understands, Gimpy Knee is just not a name I came up with just to be cool. I do have a bad knee, a really bad knee, and when it rains, it friggin' hurts. And I have other parts of my body that hurt too. So, it just, Gimpy wrists doesn't have quite the kick that Gimpy Knee has. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. That's a really bad pun. But my hands are in bad shape too. So anytime it rains, it's my hands and my knee. And then my back a little bit too, because my back is messed up a little bit on my right side. And I'm basically falling apart. Have been for many years. But as I'm getting older, it's just getting worse. So, anyway, library in 4 turns. This is Fellwood. This is a Dark Elves colony we started a while back. And no real production stuff here other than research and food. No biking incidents are in any way responsible for that. The motorcycle accident. Only one. Only one. And that wasn't the first knee injury, and it wasn't the last one, so can't blame the motorcycles too much. Yes, it did a fair amount of damage, but it's not the only reason. And again, that was only for the one knee. I've hurt that knee. I've hurt my left knee many times in my life. Okay, Hobspring. Hobspring is Lizardman 6, so this is just more food production, money production here. High Top. So High Top is just Draconian City producing stuff for us. Sage Guild, Cathedral, more power. Put that on the list. You just hate my left knee? Yeah, that's it. I hate my knee. I'm rolling my eyes, but I know you can't see that. Nightmares. Oh, look. Appropriate. So, this is Bloodrock. Dark Elf City producing units for us. Waiting for mine. You guys are taking forever to build a road around here. Slacker Goblin engineers. But anyway, producing Dark Elf units out of the city that have mithril weapons and armor. And Earthmuck. This is a troll city we took recently. We'll just get that out of the way. And their job is going to be basically, I don't know, we might use it to produce some troll units. Not sure yet. If I remember correctly. I'll keep them busy for a while. Another Animus Guild. Ooh, look, we're at plus 11 food. Brown Mud. This is Troll Town. Another one. Fighters Guild. We need if we want to produce war trolls. So we have to do that. So again, not sure. Unfortunately, trolls, like goblins, are not able to take advantage of mithril and adamantium deposits around cities because they just can't. They can't build the required building. Game balance stuff, I guess. Okay, University, Alarium Mount. So, Draconian City, this is actually one of the ports where we produce air strikers. Let's build some farmers markets and more air strikers because we don't have enough of them. 800 to get this university done, which will get us what, more research? +5. We'll hold off on a turn or two. And there's an air striker. Produced at scale mount. Producing another air striker. Let's just produce more in between the buildings. So air striker building, air striker building, air striker. Air strikers are cool too because I think they're the fastest moving unit without buffs. They move at like 5 hexes a turn. So, okay, Salt River currently going to be assailed here. So we've got 4 lizardmen spearmen defending the city along with 4 boar riders. The city is not walled though, I don't think. It is not. It doesn't matter. They just charge out and it's what, 8 units versus their 7? I don't think he's going to attack there with them. Especially with these guys being so close too. So I think this is pretty safe. We're going to buy that marketplace, then work on a shrine, and then we'll work on new library, because why not? And stables. Okay, so spells being cast, regeneration, we're going to put that on Taki the Monk, I think. I think that's what we're casting that for, if I remember correctly. And then we're currently researching Entangle. This is the last spell we need to research before we start researching the Spell of Mastery, which will make everybody love us so much once we start casting that. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Next turn. Oh, you guys are still... Oh, they start building the road. You would do wise to keep your units away from my territory. Do you really want to worsen our relations? Let's discuss trades. An alliance? No. Research? No. Trade? No. Let us trade. See what she has. Does she have anything good? So she's kind of hurting on mana. Not that much money either. Ace of defense, shield of protection, orb of pathfinding, flaming sword, giant strength, water walking, movement bonus, regeneration. That's a nice little orb with that regeneration. Kind of expensive though. I don't really want to buy that from her. Gauntlets of flight, nice. Sort of stoning weapons always seem to be good. Mace of stoning.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please like and comment on his videos. He won't bite. I promise. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. And Vukrul's, is there a vassal or puppet option in diplomacy? No. They need to work on the diplomacy options, actually. It seems like there's less here than there was in the original. But I don't remember it being vassal or puppet options in the original either. But it seems like there is one or two choices in diplomacy that's missing. Something they should need to work on. Although this game is not really known for diplomacy, to be honest. So, diplomacy is kind of a joke in almost any of these games anyway. Because of the way it works is... It's either... And this applies to any... I mean, all the 4X games out there with diplomacy, the way it always works is... If you want something... you really have to pay for it a lot, especially if they're stronger than you. You have to pay a lot to get anything out of them, and if you don't pay tribute to them, they start thinking about, oh, we're gonna kick the crap out of you type deal too. So, and that's usually the way it works. You either have to bribe people that are stronger than you, and if you're even or stronger than somebody, in order to get something out of them, you have to pay them a lot for it, no matter what, unless you're really, really strong, and even then it's questionable. So that would be what, interesting for vassals and puppet stuff? Like I said, it never works out the way you hope it would work out. I mean, even in today's games, it's the same deal. It's just, there's always something going on in diplomacy that's preventing you from doing what you really want to do, unless you have some way of manipulating them. And that's another. It's a tangent to get your way type deal. It's something that shifts you away from your focus of either military or whatever, to be able to develop diplomacy type stuff. And I'm just like, why can't you do both? Why can't you work on diplomacy on its own little side tree? And And even though Stellaris has the espionage thing, which is kind of like that, but it's so slow, it's not worth it most of the time. So yeah, it's like, again, diplomacy even in today's games is it's weak. It's just weak. It's like developers don't put a whole lot of time into it because like I said, I don't think it's worth it. Because almost every game breaks it, turns out to be war. War is always the best way to solve problems. Which it looks like we do when we're alive. I mean, Anyway, these guys. So, so this is. We will fight this one. Was there any game with quite good diplomacy? No, that's my point. I can't think of any game that I would think of had good diplomacy. It all comes down to the basic stuff. If you're not strong military in a military fashion, they don't have to do anything they want, because you can't force them to do it. If you're not strong enough with you don't have a strong enough military, you can't force them to do anything. And if they have a strong military, they're going to make you do everything that they want you to do. And it's working so very good for Ukraine right now. UN? UN. I don't even know what the UN is doing there, if anything. Anyway, they attacked us. We should cast a spell or something like, I don't know. We should put a prayer up so that we have a bonus to hit and not be hit. Okay, so he's got longbows, shaman. So we have no ranged units, so charge. Go boar riders. Is there mass haste? Is there mass haste? I don't know. I know there's mass invisibility in the sorcery, spell books, but I don't know about mass haste. I can't remember if there is or not. I want to think there is, but I don't think so, because that would be kind of strong. Poor little lizard man. You always liked it? It would be strong, that's for sure. They need to make this a toggle. They made some other stuff toggles, but they don't take the combat log a toggle. It really needs to be a toggle, just saying. Those guys over. And these guys over. Those boar riders. Have you guys go through here. Look, we broke a hole in the line just to get after his little slingers back here. Watch them get annihilated. Ta-da. Tactics. I keep forgetting you can click on the ones you actually want to attack too. Halberders. Oh, look, longbows. Why are they so close? Some smaller would be a nice addition. Oh yeah, they're still working on the game. They've basically, I think, finished their first roadmap, or just about finished it. So now they're working on, other stuff. They put out, like I said, they put out a little updated roadmap. I think it was last week or the week before. Not a lot of stuff on it, but it's more of a, fixing stuff. Let's see, my units. So you guys are actually missing somebody. I think we'll heal. I'm gonna heal these guys just to make sure. We got extra mana, so there we go. Oh, they're back up to full strength. Next turn. In all honesty, for this game, I would like to see more optimization done. I mean, it's okay, but it's better than it was at launch. Give them credit for that, but it still needs some more work. The optimization portion of the program definitely needs work. Down to 2 units. Oh, those guys down here. Oh, look, you can get them. We had some small UA stuff, like making the combat log, make that a toggle, because they've made some other stuff toggles, like auto combat spell casting, auto combat itself, of course. Feeling that it wasn't made by a big studio and on a rather tight budget. Well, yeah, it was. It kind of was. No, it's got a very indie feel to it, which is kind of that's kind of Slytherin. Slytherin is the publisher. And I don't know the name of the developer because I keep forgetting to look that up. But I know it's a Polish company, and Slytherin's games tend to be some of them. It depends on the developer, of course, but some games don't have as much funding as others, and as a result, a lot of them look more independent developed, or the independent developers, which they are for the most part. And even though they're under Slytherin's, umbrella, Slytherin is not the biggest publisher either. They're very specified in the type of games that they do, and as a result, they don't have as much money as, say, Paradox, or Ubisoft or whoever. They're just not that big yet, and as a result, the games that they are publishing are not the most advanced, we'll just say.
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 10th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2023 in San Diego is April 22nd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, so this is Ariel's territory against the purple, and this is our little war troll army doing expeditionary work, just to see how tough the defenses are here on these cities to determine whether we're going to wage full-scale war against her or not. We shall see. Okay, this is Serena. Oh, she was exploring, found this little island out in the middle of nowhere with a tower. We could put a colony on here if we wanted to, but I don't know if I want to. In the meantime, she is gonna go check some stuff out down here, I think. Muha Games is the name of the developer. Okay. Oh, that's right. We're waiting for these guys to heal up before going in here against the Hellhounds, because Hellhounds, they breathe fire. And even though these mana cores are flying, they're kind of beat up, and I don't trust the fire breath to not be a factor against them in a bad way. Thea the Awakening? Yeah, it's okay game. The Thea games don't really... I've played them, and I just went, they're not really my thing. Oh, and this galley is out here just exploring, because it dropped off an army over here somewhere. Now we're just flying, or just cleaning up some spots we haven't been to. And the dragon turtles out here, they're exploring too. Other set of manticores flying around. Don't want to fight in there. Let's see what's over here. Ah, Nomir Ruins is an old dungeon. An old dungeon with 2 chimeras, 2 gargoyles, 2 Ifrit. I don't think they're strong enough to take that. We will continue on. Again, exploring this end of the world. And like the inspiration is taken from the Slavic mythos and Thea. Ah, well there you go. So you have a connection to it. I don't really. So but like I said, I tried both 1 and 2 and it just, like I said, not my thing. Okay, so this is Drax. Oh, we didn't look at the heroes, did we? So, sorry, this is Taki, the war monk. So, what level is he? 6? Looks like level 6. So he's doing stuff. So, magic items. So, Bashan's got the Wimpy magic bow, Wimpy a shield, and not too bad on the gauntlets. What would be in an American mythos? Well, it depends on what you mean by an American. Do you mean post or pre-colonization? Because pre-colonization, there's a lot of mythos. The indigenous peoples, the American natives, have huge mythos with their spirits and that kind of fun stuff. They've actually got some really interesting myths and stuff, which I've always kind of enjoyed. But post-colonization, shit. There is no mythos post-colonization. Not me. Sorry, not me. That wasn't me. Just to be clarified, that was not me. I had nothing to do with that. My family's, well, my father's side of the family might have had a factor in the Canadian squashing of Native Americans up there, but my mom's family did not, because my mom's family didn't. I'm only 3rd generation American on my mom's side. No, sorry, I'm 3rd generation on my father's side, 4th generation on my mom's side, but they still didn't get here until post. On my mom's side of the family, did not get here post Civil War, so no slavery ownership in my family. So yeah, I'm white, but my family's never owned slaves. And on my dad's side, they were in Canada for almost since the colonization there. So I don't know what the hell they did up there because we have no records of that. So yeah. Disney cartoons are mythos, I guess, but even then that's borrowed. So okay, Brax. He's got the stone axe and some armor and endurance ring that allows him, I believe, to move 1 space farther than normal. Mystic X doesn't really have anything good. Bless. You got 2 bless items. How'd that happen? Not that it matters. Resist elements. Got the shield with endurance and resist elements. More armor, more attack bonus there. Then Taki, he's got the Mace of Stoning. He kills stuff with this thing, mainly because it's an illusion attack, which means armor. You don't have any armor. And then Stoning, of course, kills units faster, and then armor stuff there. And he's got flying with magic immunity, wraith form, and Pathfinder. Is showing a pride in being Anglo-Saxon American from the beginning of the colonies really a thing nowadays? I don't know. I'm not one of those people. And actually, yeah, it might be because we have a problem with white power here. You know that, right? That is, white power is still very much a thing here in the United States. It's not huge, but it's still a problem. Yeah, there are those people, and those are the Anglo-Saxon Americans. Those are them. Okay, so Taki, where are we gonna... Oh, there's a tower here. But this goes to an island too. So we have to build a colony there, to build ships, and blah. Now for me, because of the French-Irish stuff, the Irish have a mythos, so I can tap into that if I really want to. The French... I don't think French actually have a mythos so much as just a strong history, with art and culture and that kind of fun stuff going back 100 years type deal. I kind of have a sense of pride for that. But, as far as myths and that kind of stuff, I don't think there are any French myths that I'm aware of. I mean, Irish have stuff, but the French, not so much. At least from what I can think of. At least of those people were very much against immigration from the Europe. It depends on where they came from. Again, it's certain places of Europe, no. Others are okay though. Are very interesting and rather obscure topic. It's not really obscure. It's mythology. It's like any other mythology. Nobody likes the Slavs, Ukros. I'm smiling because that's a joke. Yeah, Catholics weren't too. Catholics really aren't that bad here. Mainly because when the Irish came over and the Italians, the Irish and the Italians very much, Catholic. There's actually Catholics have been here since the beginning, basically. So there's somewhat of a dislike of them, but that's a Protestant thing.
My name is Veronica, and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube, where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please like and comment on his videos. He won't bite. I promise. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. Hey, Taco, welcome back. Yeah, two Catholic presidents, but that question is like, okay, how many Southern Baptist presidents have there been? One. So that's not a fair question, because there's just as many. You could go more specific into the Protestant factions too, and say, well, how many of these have there been, and how many of those, and you run into the same type of numbers. Has there been three? It's been Kennedy and Biden, and who would be the third? I think Kennedy was the first Catholic president, and then Biden was number 2. I don't know who would be number 3. But like I said, if you want to go the religion way, Clinton wasn't Catholic. Clinton was not Catholic. I hate to break it to you, Clinton's not Catholic. Oh, sorry, we're going up here to check this stuff out. We should be able to beat up on these raids with this group, I think. No, Clinton is from, where's he from? Arkansas, I think. Is he from Arkansas? There's not a whole lot of Catholics running around in Arkansas. Most Catholics in the United States come from the Northeast, because that's basically where they landed for the most part. I mean, specifically Maryland. The state of Maryland is actually named after Mary, and it was mainly founded by, or originally colonized by, a Catholic group. So, and then the Northeast, there's a lot of Irish up there because of immigration, that kind of fun stuff, and a lot of French too. So there's more Catholics in the Northeast, specifically in New England area and around the Maryland area. And Biden, I think, is from Maryland. I think that's where he's originally from. So, and like I said, Clinton is from Arkansas or something like that. He's from the South. Not a lot of Catholics running around the South. There are, but not that many. Maybe in Louisiana because of the leftover Frenches and Spanish, but for the most part, there are not a lot of Catholics in the South. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you guys are beat up. You need to rest up somehow. Poll showed that more U.S. citizens would elect president that was a Muslim than one that was an atheist agnostic. I've never seen that before. I would doubt that one. That depends on where that poll took place. That sounds really wrong to me these days. Speaking of wrong, for Hobo, Tier 1, 65 months of Hobo subbing at Tier 1. Thank you very much, Hobo. And it's not wrong. It was just, yes, it's that time. And thank you. Let me get your rockets here in a second. So was it 61? 65, sorry. 65, what? Oh. 65. Ta-da, there you go. There's your rockets recognition. Keep in mind that each rolling rocket represents 10 regular rockets of recognition because Twitch has a character limit in chat, and each one of those emotes eats up so many characters, so that's the system we have to use. No sound of the gadget? Yeah, I know. Because of the way it works. There's no way, because of the way I do sound now, is everything gets its own little sound channel, like the game, Veronica, Discord, the mic, you know, whatever. The problem with the announcements is it comes across on the desktop audio, and it picks up, you know, anything that doesn't fall into the things that I just listed off gets picked up in the desktop audio, which is so that's the reason we don't hear the actual sound there. I hear it, but you guys don't, which turned out to be a good thing back in October when we got, you know, all those stupid bot raids. You guys didn't have to listen to the announcements, but I did, you know, all 700 of them, because I couldn't stop it. So, but we don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah. Okay, so nightmares. More dark elves. So again, we're building up a little dark elf army here to cause trouble for somebody. We're just waiting for these guys to finish building their road through the hills, because this is this spot right here is the overflow spot from the city, which we're trying to make happen. We're trying to do what? 3 nightmares, 3 priests, and 3... what's the other one? Warlocks. 3 warlocks, 3 priests, 3 nightmares. So, there we go. Okay, so that. And, Boar Riders, Beastmasters. Where are these guys going? Oh, Eagle Eye Hill has got the Gaia spell on it, and this used to be a desert around the city over here. Eagle Eye Hill. This used to be all desert, but because we put the Gaia spell here, it's been converted it all to plains, so more food production. So Gaia's blessing. So Verdant Hills, blah blah blah. So it's got more max population. So much food is produced there. 25. We could make it more. It's 3 per farmer. Cuts down on money though. It's fine. We've got 10 bonus food right now. Now the question is, do we want to keep using this? Because the only thing we're really going to get out of it is more population. Max is 55,000. Currently at 16,000. Yeah, let it run. It's not that much mana. It's like 3? Yeah, 3 mana per turn. But again, converted all the desert into nice green area for food. Okay, you guys. So we've got Druid, Shaman, a couple of Boar Riders, and then 4 Beastmasters. You guys are doing what? Oh, I bet they could beat these guys up. I bet they could. No hero there, though. Oh, they're building a road, I think. I think these guys are supposed to be building a road down to here. There. Okay, and you guys, are you building a road? Well, yeah, let's have you guys build a road too. Connect up here. Yes, the sounds work. I hear them, so. Okay, so 4 Boar Riders, 4 Beastmasters, and an Air Striker. We haven't been there yet. Friggin' those things. Wannabe Beholders. Just as bad. Okay, so some caves. Caves. 2 behemoths. No, that's okay. That's okay. Even
Hello,
with magic.
Gimpy. It is time to take a break. Go get some more water while you are up. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Haven't been over here yet. Okay, so we will stop here and resume when we get back. So I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, see what Mrs. Gimpy's up to, who is supposed to be out running errands, but she's still sitting in front of her computer. But I'll be back shortly. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.